All right, so today we're going to build a skyscraper, but not with steel and glass. We're going to build it with knowledge and skill. We're breaking down the entire journey of becoming a certified management accountant through CMA, showing you exactly how each level builds on the last, taking you from a solid foundation right up to that strategic penthouse view.
So, let me ask you this. What does it really take to become a leader who doesn't just look at the numbers, but can actually turn all that data into a real, actionable direction for a company? You know, it's more than just a piece of paper. It's about a structured journey of mastery. And that journey, well, that's exactly what we're mapping out today.
So here's our blueprint for how we're going to tackle this. We'll start with the end goal in mind, what it means to be a CMA. Then we'll construct our career skyscraper, level by level. We'll build the foundation, then manage the enterprise, and finally lead corporate strategy from the top. And to finish it all off, we'll look at how all that knowledge gets put into real-world practice.
Every great project starts with a clear vision, right? Well, for us, that vision is becoming a certified management accountant, or CMA. I want you to think of this entire qualification as the architectural plan for a career that's really built to last, one that can reach the absolute highest levels of business leadership.
You see, a CMA isn't just an accountant who's, crunching numbers in a back office somewhere. No way. They are a true strategic partner to the business. They use their deep understanding of both finance and management to guide decisions, to drive performance, and really to shape the future of the entire company.
Okay, let's get our hands dirty and lay the groundwork. You can't build a skyscraper on sand, right? You need a deep, solid foundation. In the CMA journey, that foundation is built across the first two operational levels. This is where you pour the concrete and set the steel for absolutely everything that comes next.
And look, this isn't just some random assortment of subjects. It's the complete language of business. You master things like commercial law and business ethics right here, at the foundation, because that becomes the moral compass you're going to rely on later when you're making those high-stakes strategic decisions. You learn business economics now, so you can accurately read the market forces from that penthouse view later on.
The key focus here, really, it all boils down to one word: how. How do you prepare a financial statement? How do you apply economic principles? How do you communicate effectively in a corporate setting? At this stage, you are mastering the essential practical mechanics that make the business world turn, day in and day out. All right, our foundation is set. It's solid. Now it's time to start building up, to build the framework of our enterprise. The managerial levels, this is where you construct the internal systems. It's all about moving from just executing tasks to actually managing the very systems that get all the work done.
Now this right here is where you see the big shift in perspective. At the operational level, you learned how to do things, but now at the managerial level, you start to understand why. You're no longer just preparing reports, you're interpreting them to inform critical business decisions. It's a total game changer.
And just to give you a taste of what I mean, take a look at this course grid for cost and management accounting. You can see the depth we're getting into. A full 40% of the focus is on techniques and methods. This isn't just theory, folks. It's about building a seriously powerful toolkit for analyzing and controlling costs within an organization. So across these managerial levels, you're building this sophisticated set of competencies. You're moving from basic accounting to advanced management accounting, from just understanding a business to truly managing the enterprise, and from simple bookkeeping to sophisticated corporate reporting. And now we reach the top floors. We've made it to the penthouse view. The strategic levels are where you stop looking at individual departments and start steering the entire skyscraper. The focus shifts completely, from managing operations to leading the whole corporate vision.
And this brilliantly illustrates the domains you now command. This isn't just about making the business run anymore, it's about making it grow, making it thrive. You're dealing with advanced reporting, strategic financial management, taxation, and the huge overarching principles of strategic management itself.
I mean, this statement right here, it perfectly captures the transformation. At this stage, you've moved beyond just management. You are now equipped to be a strategic leader, someone who can see the big picture, navigate incredible complexity, and set the course for the entire organization's future.
But hold on, a skyscraper is more than just a cool structure. It has to be a fully functional building, right? All this academic knowledge is incredibly powerful, but it's the practical corporate training program that turns that knowledge into real-world, day-one capability.
This is where the theory becomes action. You aren't just learning about financial modeling, you're building the exact models that companies use to get funding or value in acquisition. You're working with real ERP systems, not just simulations. This is the kind of hands-on experience that employers are desperate for, making you a huge asset from your very first day on the job.
So after laying the foundation, building the structure, reaching the strategic heights, and then wiring the entire building with practical, real-world tools, what have you become? What is the final result of this incredible journey?
You've become the modern CMA, a strategic partner who helps guide the business, an expert who ensures financial integrity, an ethical leader who makes the tough but right decisions. And most importantly, you're a master of both theory and practice who can drive sustainable value. That's the skyscraper you've built, a career that's not just tall, but strong, strategic, and absolutely ready for the future.